Black pill, blue pill, red pill. I've been digging deeper into their spaces, trying to figure out what their whole motive is. And I think a lot of people don't understand that men are coming to a place where they rather be single for the rest of their lives than settle. And I found out that men die alone at higher rates, right? Men die alone at higher rates than women. And I also found out that men are more content with dying alone than women. It's Amber J. Lee. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's learn, pretty girls. And also, while you're here, just follow my Instagram as I also post updates. I posted a lot about men who don't have options, men who lack options, and how the average man does not have a lot of good women to choose from, or he does not have a lot of women to choose from for marriage, right? And the responses I've gotten were pretty valid. Like, they weren't really a lot of insults for no reason, but a lot of them were pretty valid. And the main thing men were saying is men are okay with dying alone. It's women who's going to have the problem. Some men already know they aren't the first pick. They aren't in that small percentage of men that women are flocking to. They never have. They never will be. They don't have the resources. They don't have the looks, whatever it is. And they are content dying alone. Since they can't get the desirable women, they will stay single. They will stay single or just go overseas. Numerous older and younger men who said if they can't get what they want, they will just stay single or go overseas. And if they can't get what they want overseas, then they won't have nobody. And if the problem comes in is that it's going to be a high percentage of women who's going to be single, and women are going to have the problem because women are not used to being rejected, being alone, and not having a partner. They're used to always having options. Can't argue with that. It probably will. You know, I'm 23. I'm not old enough. I don't know what it is to die alone. I don't know. But speaking to older men who's living through it, know somebody who's lived through it, or have a parent that lives through it, I can see how that can be true. In about 10 years, 2035, more than 50% of women will be single and childless. Now, it's always going to be a simp. It's always going to be a man that's going to say, you know, I need somebody. I'll take anything. It's always going to be those. So those are going to be the outliers. But men who are okay with being alone, don't really care to have children or not, will not date a woman who's not what he wants, will sit and hold out on children and not even continue his legacy. Men are really saying, give me what I want or you get nothing, or all you get is a baby. And you won't get a marriage. You won't get a relationship. I understand men want what they want, right? But I feel like we have to understand not everybody will get what they want. No matter what, any only person that can get what they want is men like Andrew Tate, men who have the big status. So they can get the best pickings, but the average person will have to settle for an average person. And the average person is not perfect, the average person is not rich, and the average person is not flawless. So I feel like what people are missing is that they have to date what works best for them. And I feel like that's what the problem is coming in. I feel like a lot of people want people to be virgins, you know, that only 5% of women are virgins. They want women to be this, that, and the third. And it's like, not every woman can be that. They want men to be this. Not every man can be that. So I feel like the unrealistic standards is what's going to cause everybody to be single in 2035, because everybody has these unrealistic expectation of what the opposite gender should be, instead of going outside dating and seeing that the opposite gender is not what you think. Date with intentions and not simply because someone is a certain age, because they're a certain height, because they have a certain amount of money. Happiness will come. But I feel like since we have so many barriers around what we want, this is why people are miserable. This is why the birth rates are dropping. And this is why the dating pool is crap. Because everybody's looking for someone to be perfect when nobody is perfect. Only 1% of people check off everybody's boxes. Dating pool's gonna like, I'm trying to get out of here as fast as I can. I'm 23. I want to be married by 28, 29 and on my first kid. I have to get out of here because it's a mess. It's not as easy as you think, even in my 20s.